Is Zebec about to partner with Telcoin? Because if they are, that would be absolutely massive. So let's discuss it in today's video. Hey guys, Foxy Trading here, back with another crypto video for you guys. And today we are back talking about Zebec and actually talking about Telcoin a little bit. So this is probably going to be a little bit strange for all of my Zebec viewers. Maybe you guys don't know what Telcoin is, but on Twitter, Telcoin, a project that I am following and that looks pretty good, says EUSD is now live on Base and Solana. And then Zebec replied with adoption ready. Now they don't usually reply like this in other crypto projects unless it means a partnership is coming, right? So I kind of want to just go over what some of the possibilities are. And maybe there's going to be some Zebec viewers, maybe there's going to be some Telcoin viewers. So it's going to be a little bit strange to kind of go between one coin to the other, but I'm going to do my best. Hopefully guys, you can stay with me and then we'll learn about this possibility. So for any of my Telcoin viewers that are here and that have seen this and are wondering, is Zebec about to partner with Telcoin? Let me very quickly explain to you what Zebec is. By the way, it is a crypto that I absolutely love. One of my strongest plays going into 2026, if not my strongest play. So Zebec Network is basically a PayFi payments project focused on real-time programmable payments and also payroll, streaming payroll. I want you guys to think of it as being paid continuously on-chain payment flows. And they also have consumer rails like cards. They have 3 different variations of cards. They have a super app. So it is very, very good. And the project is extremely, extremely strong. Now I could go obviously a lot longer about what Zebec is, but just a very quick breakdown. And for all my Zebec viewers that don't know what Telcoin is, Telcoin is a mobile first crypto payments remittance project centered on a wallet that can send money to mobile money platforms across multiple countries. So think of it as a telecom project with the possibility to send mobile money platforms across the world. And it's very cheap, it's very fast. The border transfers are easy, the payments are easy. So very good. And they are focusing a little bit more on the smaller countries than targeting America or Europe and things like that. They are going for the smaller countries first, and then hopefully they grow from here on out. Now, is this partnership confirmed? Obviously it is not, but I could see very potentially in the coming days, in the next coming of weeks, that a partnership is announced. And if they do announce it, and then I will make an absolute full breakdown of everything. This is kind of just a speculation video, a summary video, nothing too crazy. But how could this partnership even work, right? Well, there's a few things that come across to my mind right away. Obviously, that payment and the remittance bridge. So if Zebec is handling real-time payments and real-time payrolls, and Telcoin is providing the possibility to send mobile money, then a worker could receive funds through Zebec, then use Telcoin to send that money out to friends and family. So you can really see how perfectly this partnership could be, right? It can literally go hand in hand. And I know Zebec, it has a lot of partners, right? Has a lot of partnerships. We have CoinRabbit that I still need to talk about. We have, let me go down a little bit. We have Aleo. We have Tangem. We have a lot, World Liberty, right? A lot of partnerships that they do. But the one with Telcoin, I feel like it would just be so perfect, right? So perfect because it would work so well together. Now, we also have a possibility that this could create better on and off ramps and also a better compliance flow. Now, I'm not going to talk about that too heavily right now because if we do get this partnership confirmed, then I will really go in depth about it. And then the third thing that comes to my mind, and this is probably the last thing that I just quickly thought of, is the card and the wallet ecosystem. Okay, so Zebec is pushing the spend anywhere style products, and their products is obviously the cards, while Telcoin, on the other hand, is pushing the send globally narrative, right? Which is the wallet, which is the remittance. Now, together, that would be a full circle or a full loop. Basically, you're getting paid. You're being able to now spend locally and send internationally. So the first one was to get paid and send to your friends and family. And then the other option is to get paid and spend it locally, because as we know, Zebec is trying to get as many vendors as possible with their cards, right? I think it was somewhere here. Maybe I missed it. Maybe it's a lot further down, but you guys know the cards, right? I'm not going to go finding it, but I made a whole video on it. The Zebec cards are here. There they are. Zebec products, right here. The cards, basically get paid with Zebec, spend with Zebec, or transfer internationally through friends and family through Telcoin, right? So the partnership is very likely, and I would be very excited if it happened. And I think it would be very, very good moving forward. Now, maybe some people are going to look at Telcoin and they're going to say, Foxy, the volume is so low on Telcoin. Why is the volume so low, right? Even if we compare it to Zebec, Zebec is about almost 6 times greater volume than Telcoin. And yes, that is true, because you can see that it is not listed on all of the big crypto exchanges. It recently got listed on Kraken, which was very, very good to see. But they are focusing on the project first and the tokenomics second. Okay, so it is not something to be worried by. Just because a coin has low volume does not mean it is a bad project. So I really think that in the next coming weeks, hopefully, especially if crypto wants to kind of recuperate and start giving us reversals, we could see this project go into effect, and we can use that to gain momentum and volatility and volume to the upside. Okay, so we can also do a quick breakdown of Zebec. I don't think I'm going to do a breakdown of Telcoin. I'll make a Telcoin video separate, because I know mostly the viewers here will be from Zebec. And looking on Zebec, right, last week's video, what did I say? I said if we close above this daily fair value gap right over here, we are going to push up. We did not close above the daily fair value gap, and now we are pushing back down. You guys see how perfectly price plays out into these levels. It is just beautiful. It is just beautiful the way it is respects it and the way it follows market structure. Now, we didn't get this sweep of liquidity, right? We were very close. We didn't get it. I would have really appreciated if price gave us that, because then I would have been more bullish bias to where we could start pushing to the upside, right? Now, the possibility is that we could go back down, sweep liquidity, and then get the real reversal. And I would personally like that. I would like to see that sweep of liquidity. And what else we also have formed on Zebec, and this is something that I don't always talk about many times, but it's very easy concept to understand, is price left equal lows, right? You guys see how perfect those equals lows are, and we have liquidity right below it. So a lot of times when price leaves out equal lows, price will want to come back down into this area, sweep it all out, and then we can start looking for reversals. Now, is that going to happen? We are uncertain, right? We have to be paying attention and looking for our confirmations. Nothing changes. It is very, very simple. Let's have a look. Does price close below this daily fair value gap? Or does it close above this daily fair value gap? That will tell us a lot, right? If we close below, we could start seeing a little bit of a reversal or a push to the downside before reversals. Or if price wants to close above, we retest, and then we can start looking for reversals to the upside. Now, I will say the bullish scenario that I have drawn out, there is one more caveat to it before I let everybody go for the rest of their beautiful day. And that is, you see this wick here, you see this wick here. I'm hoping you guys see to the left, right over here, what is stopping price from pushing any higher. And that is a daily fair value gap, right? Right over here. Trading view could work. There we go. Right over here, you can see, right? It is not a coincidence that price perfectly plays out into this zone and gives us a push down. So if we do want to go bullish and we want to confirm a bullish bias, not only do I want to see a closure above here, I want to see a closure now above here also, because yes, we could close above here, but price could do something like this, right? And that is a very good possibility. But if we close above, I don't think this happens anymore. So let's wait. Let's be patient. I will update you guys later on in the week, see what happens with price if we get any changes. As for now, we wait, we be patient. I am not reinvesting just yet. I want to see how the market plays out, but I am close. I am very excited. This is going to be a very interesting time ahead of us. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you understood the breakdown. You understood what Telcoin is. If you want to see more info about it, more details, let me know. Or you can even just go and watch a Telcoin video, right? You can go a little bit back on my YouTube page. I believe maybe it was 2 months ago where I made a introduction to Telcoin. So go watch that video if you really want to see a full breakdown. And if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, hit that subscriber button. It means a lot. Make sure you guys do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor, and I'll see everybody in the next video.